Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to the Fire Pro Wrestling World Tag League Tournament. Right, now this video was all been uploaded once, but I made a bit of a cock up on my side and turns out I didn't save the tournament. Therefore we're going to have to do it again, which is very unfortunate. So my plan is over the next couple of episodes to have all of the teams that have got 5 points, one win out of 1, take on all the teams that have got 0 points, which is 1 loss out of 1. So first of all, we're going to go with, we might be able to work down, might actually work out that way actually, but we're going to go first for the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson versus Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, which is, wow, this match right here. Let's go. Nope, that's the wrong button. Let's go. There we go. We're in now. We are in, ladies and gentlemen. So this should be pretty fun then. Looking forward to, well, it'd be much better if I wasn't redoing the same matches over and over again, don't get me wrong, but I do enjoy this game. It has some very interesting and fun matches, so I'm quite happy that I'll have to do it again. You know, to an extent I'm happy I've got to do it again, but it's going to be a hell of a tournament, so especially if I keep messing it up, it's going to be really annoying the tournament, isn't it? But we should be fine. Right, so first of all we've got the Young Bucks then, and here come the big men, Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, making their way down to the ring. They are the unbreakable effing machines, and they are absolute henchmen, aren't they? Henchmen. As it's been very much a clash of styles. You've got the high-flying Bucks versus the more stronger, unbreakable machine. So this should be pretty interesting to see which way it goes. Still makes me laugh how small Brian Cage's head is compared to the rest of his body. I know he's a big lad in real life, but I'm not quite sure his head is quite that small compared to the rest of his body, to be honest with you. Either way. Yeah, I do enjoy this game. It's quite fun. It's weird and wonderful. It has some interesting little things it likes to do. And I do really enjoy it. I think it's just a nice little simple change. I mean, 2K is great, but the thing is 2K is supposed to be ultra realistic, so when there's the slightest problem, it does become quite annoying. This game is designed to be very arcadey and very basic. The graphics are very basic, so it's just quite enjoyable for its basic nature. I mean, I've had the same with a lot of games in the past. I'm a big sort of fan of like simulation games and that sort of stuff, and tycoon games on the PC, and like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, that was the best. The old 2D version. When they made like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I know it was much better because it was all 3D and excellent, but I just preferred the basic looking version. That's why I think I enjoy this game so much, because it's just there for a bit of fun. It's not there, it's not trying to be too much, is it? So I do enjoy this game. And just as well, because this tournament's going to be massive, especially if I keep messing things up and having to redo episodes, that's going to make it even worse, isn't it? But yeah, good. Back elbows there by Elgin. Dragged Nick Jackson back into the middle of the ring. Nice discus forearm once again by Elgin, flattening Nick Jackson. There's the pin. Matt Jackson comes in with a boot in the spine. The problem is a bit close to that corner, wasn't he, really? Nick Jackson now dragging Elgin all the way across. And makes the tag back into Matt Jackson as well, but Elgin taking both men down. Boot in the face by Nick Jackson. Matt goes with the cheeky pin, just putting the foot on the chest of Elgin. So like I said, remember that Elgin and Cage lost their opening match in this tournament, so they're on 0 points out of 1 match so far. And currently, the Young Bucks with 1 win from 1, of course, defeating Bad Influence in the opening episode. So this is a very important match. This could really cement the Bucks at the top of the group, or it could really put the Unbreakable Effing Machines back in this competition. If Unbreakable Machines lose this, it's going to be a terrible situation for them to be in, because I feel like, I don't know, there's 7 matches for each team, so a maximum of 35 points. I feel like you're going to need at least 20, maybe even 25 to qualify as one of the top 3. You would assume so, wouldn't you? One of the top 2, sorry. I don't know, I can't remember how we're doing it now. Either way, it doesn't matter. One of the top 2, isn't it? Yeah. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Nick Jackson, nice dropkick right to the kneecap of Brian Cage. There are some things, I said about this game being much more basic, but there are some things in this game that are coded much better than 2K19. Much better. It's much more smoothness in certain areas as well. Nice tag team powerbomb by the Unbreakable Machines, and Nick Jackson, I think, they busted open from that. Oh, he went for a double foot stomp to the back of Brian Cage, and Elgin just discus forehands him straight away. Yeah, look, there is a lot of mess on the mat there where Nick Jackson's been busted open. He does come across and make the tag. That's chop and double kicks there by the Bucks on Michael Elgin. Matt Jackson heads up top, hitting the elbow drop right in the centre of the spine of the Elgmaster. The Elgar Scrolls. There's the tag. In comes Brian Cage. A nice double powerbomb once again. Cage. Ooh. Looks like we're going to go for another double manoeuvre there, but Matt Jackson caught him with the back elbows. Brian Cage went for the discus lariat, completely missed it, and Matt Jackson sent him across into the Bucks corner. Nice running drop kick, taking Cage down, but Matt Jackson struggling as well. Nice flatline out of nowhere by Brian Cage. There's the pin, but right in front of Nick Jackson, just kicked him in the head, then drops a back senton as well, and a second back senton. Cage now brings Matt Jackson back up to his feet, and a nice clothesline flattens Matt Jackson. Jackson fighting back with the elbow. Here comes Nick Jackson now. Super kick by Matt Jackson. Nick with his senton bomb, but Matt Jackson moved him out the way. It's always disappointing, isn't it? And a tombstone pile drive right into his own partner. There's the roll up by Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson comes across, blocks off Elgin. Oh, it's only a 2.9. Matt Jackson had taken Elgin out. There's a F5 by Brian Cage on Nick Jackson. There's the pin. But again, it's just far too close to Matt Jackson, and it was also a rope break as well. Wow, what a little combination that was. Elgin, nice German suplex, keeps the rip, rolls the hit for a second. Bridges for the pin. Oh, but Cage was on the verge of getting disqualified. He had to leave the ring at that point in time. Elgin fights back now. Elgin takes Matt Jackson up into an Elgin bomb, but he's not the legal man. He's just hit his finish move on the non-legal man, then senton bomb out of nowhere by Nick Jackson. Another back senton as well. I can't see there being long left in this match. Everyone's taking a lot of damage. Elgin up top. Is that like a frog splash by Michael Elgin? It looked that way, didn't it? Matt Jackson throws him off. Nice drop kick. Hits it perfectly. Catches him in the spuds. And another boot to the spuds as well. Elgin now taking Matt Jackson up. Spins in. There's the Elgin bomb. Perfect. 1, 2. Cage comes across. Blocks off Nick Jackson. And there is the victory for the Unbreakable effing Machines. They get 1 out of 2. The Bucks now 1 out of 2 as well. What a win. What a match that was. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that match. And it's a win for the Unbreakable effing Machines. So that's going to really open this competition back up by having a lot of teams on that 5 points in the midriff. Right, let's see who match number 2 is going to be then. The game's trying to give us Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards versus the Briscoes, which I actually think is spot on. We'll go for a bit of that, I think. Yeah, we'll go for that then. So the Briscoes versus... Nope, it's gone. Where'd you go? Nope, nope. Yes, there we go. The Briscoes versus Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. Let's go into it. Don't know why I went Scottish there for a second. But this should be a pretty fun match as well. So, the Briscoe brothers lost their opening match. The American Wolves won their opening match. So, this should be a pretty interesting one once again. It could put one team, the American Wolves, top of the group, clearly. And leave the Briscoes bottom, clearly. Or, it could throw another spanner in the works. We could have 6 teams on 5 points. And here come then the Briscoes. Jay Briscoe on the left, Mark Briscoe on the right, I believe. I'm assuming so. It's difficult to tell most times, really. I'm not the best at deciding which Briscoe's which. Right, Davey Richards and Mark Briscoe to start things off. So a very important match for both these teams. The Briscoe brothers need the win to get themselves on that 5 points. And the American Wolves need the pin to go top of the pack at the end of this episode. And I'm going to have some of my beer because I deserve it. Ah, lovely. Lovely. Right, swing and a miss there by David Richards. Mark Briscoe brings him back into the ring, drops an elbow right in the spine. And rings that arm, nice arm ringer. Now just trading strikes the pair of them. Not quite sure that's where Mark Briscoe wants to be. I mean, we know he's a fantastic brawler, but David Richards has some incredibly powerful strikes. In comes Jay Briscoe as well, all 4 men in the ring at this point in time. Eddie Edwards taking both the Briscoes down. And now a test of strength won by Eddie Edwards, dropping Jay Briscoe face first with the drop toe hold. Nice strikes by Jay Briscoe, wow. And looking for the German, no, belly to back suplex. Nice roll through, some great collegiate style wrestling being shown here by Jay Briscoe. But it's not even enough for a 1 count at this early point in the match. Boot right in the spine there by Eddie Edwards. Big chop by Jay Briscoe as well. Nice headbutt by Edwards. I mean, I do enjoy the American Wolves. I said before, haven't I, that they're one of the first real tag teams I really enjoyed on the independent circuit. I mean, OI4Kai was really one of the first, because I think I've mentioned it quite a few occasions now. Some of the first independent wrestling DVDs I watched were Combat Zone Wrestling. And at that point in time, it was a golden age for Combat Zone Wrestling, I think, at that point in time. They had John Moxley, of course, Dean Ambrose, Sami Callihan, or Solomon Crowe. They had the Chris Brothers, OI4K as they're now known. Drake Younger was there, of course, the referee now in WWE. Adam Cole was there as well. They had some really top-class wrestlers at that point in time, and they brought a lot of fantastic independent wrestlers in as well. Nice Saito suplex there by Davey Richards. Across comes, there's the tag. Oh, nice DDT. Rich Swann was a very common part of the Combat Zone Wrestling at that point as well. AR Fox, Samurai Del Sol, who's now obviously known as Kalisto. It was a real fantastic roster. Uhaa Nation was there, of course, Apollo Crews. It was a real fantastic roster at the time, to be honest with you. Mia Yim was there as well. Nice headbutt to the back of the head there by Jay Briscoe. Then he gets DDT by Davey Richards. Richards dragging Jay Briscoe away from the ropes. Looking to try and capture the legs, maybe looking for a submission, but Briscoe fought him away. Now trading strikes, the pair of them once again. Forearms and chops. I think Davey Richards comes out in top. Springs off the ropes and just punts him right in the gut. And there's the tag. In comes Eddie Edwards. What a forearm. Jay Briscoe just dropped and he went for a lion salt, but Davey Richards already locked in a submission. Of course, Davey Richards being the non-legal man, if there is a tap out, it will not count. Ooh, escaping from the suplex there by Eddie Edwards and into over-the-top stunner. Dragging Jay Briscoe away from the ropes, brings him back up to his feet once again. Went for the kick to the back, but Briscoe avoids it and runs across and makes the tag to Mark Briscoe. Doesn't phase Eddie Edwards, though. He takes the pair of them down once again before Mark Briscoe just pokes him in the eye. Brutal. Forearm to the back of the head as well. Oh, quick roll up there by Eddie Edwards. 1, 2. David Richards was so slow to get in the ring, wasn't he? Oh, 3D. It's a 3D. Nice. That's headlock and a forearm right in the face there by Mark Briscoe. Eddie Edwards takes him down. Eddie Edwards into the half Boston Crab. Submission. Again, Dave Richards was not great at blocking off. To roll up there by Jay Briscoe, but of course both men not legal. Eddie Edwards with a German suplex, bridges for the pin, but it was just too close to the ropes. Eddie Edwards, nice snap suplex on Mark Briscoe. There's the tag. In comes David Richards as well. Snap suplex there by Mark Briscoe, but David Richards, of course, as the legal man, takes him down. Went for the... Well, it looked like he was going to go for the tap, but instead he catches the arm. Eddie Edwards taking down Jay Briscoe, but Mark Briscoe able to break free without tapping. And again, a single leg Boston Crab this time locked in, but Mark was already there to break it up. And now single leg Boston Crab as well on the other side. And Eddie Edwards was breaking it up. It was just craziness. And there's a sharp shooter by Davey Richards. Submissions everywhere. But yeah, Edwards was not paying much attention. I think you have to leave the ring after so long, once you do get disqualified. So it was just bad timing there, really, wasn't it? Richards taking down Mark Briscoe. And again, locking that submission. But again, he's not the legal man, so it won't ever come for a victory. But the damage is definitely being done. Eddie Edwards can pick up on that, hopefully, and take an advantage. Nice enziguri by Eddie Edwards. And there it is, the ankle lock locked in. Richards did a terrible job once again. Richards is awful at blocking. He really is bad at blocking off opponents. Nice training of elbows in the face there by Edwards, and Edwards is dumping Mark Briscoe to the outside. Davey Richards, what on earth just happened there? Eddie Edwards just dived all the way to the outside and crashed head first. Another arm submission locked in there by Davey Richards. Mark Briscoe needs to get back in the ring. He does. The two legal men are in the ring now. The two partners on the outside. Oh, and for some bizarre reason, here comes Sheamus. Sheamus is here. Why on earth is Sheamus here? He's not even in this bracket. He is in this competition, but not in this bracket. And looks like he's going straight after Mark Briscoe. He brings in Jay. Why on earth is Sheamus here? Sheamus running power slam. And then Sheamus taking down Mark Briscoe as well. Jay Briscoe with a boot in the face. Sheamus though. Why is Sheamus here? This is so bizarre. Oh, both guys go face first into each other. Sheamus looking incredibly ginger. Big clothesline. And he's doing the damage to Jay Briscoe while... And there's an ankle lock locked in by Eddie Edwards. Is Eddie Edwards a legal man here? I don't think he is. No, he's not. Sheamus looks to be leaving. Again, the submission locked in, but again, I think he's too close to the ropes. Nice takedown there by Eddie Edwards. Davey Richards now as well with a vertical suplex. Again, locking on that submission, but again, I think he's too close. No, he's not too close to the ropes, but Eddie Edwards was too slow to get across and help block it off. Neckbreaker there by Mark Briscoe. Great match between these four. They both know how important this is. The Briscoes do not want to lose this match. Does that mean they would have lost twice? And they can't really do that and still look strong in this competition. I mean, losing twice in a row in your open two matches, you're not mathematically out of it, but there's a very good chance you're not getting back into it. Davey Richards bringing Jay Briscoe across, but of course Mark Briscoe's the legal man as the pair of them just trade strikes now. Mark Briscoe, super kick out of nowhere. Oh, but Davey Richards straight back up, boot right in the face. Wow. What a kick by Davey Richards. Mark Briscoe sends him off the ropes, catches him into an exploder suplex. And Eddie Edwards has a hold of Mark Briscoe, allowing Davey Richards to get back up to his feet. And oh, I think Davey Richards was wanting to make the tag, to be honest with you. There's a... That's a J driller, isn't it? Which might really ruin my idea about who's who. Unless they just give a Mark Briscoe Jay's finishing maneuver. Snap suplex by Davey Richards. Sent off the ropes, drop kick there by Mark Briscoe. This match has been insane. These four guys absolutely knackered now. Again, another exploder suplex comes across, makes the tag. In comes Jay Briscoe. Davey Richards makes the tag. In comes Eddie Edwards. Everyone takes out everyone. Oh, that was brutal. Davey Richards dragging, Eddie Edwards dragging Jay Briscoe back into the middle of the ring. And there's a submission once again. It's a bit of a sloppy looking ankle lock, isn't it? But again, Davey Richards is just too slow, so close to his side. And he was just too slow to block it off. Jay now taking Eddie Edwards up. Oh, Eddie popped him through into the pin. Oh, Eddie stole it! Eddie stole it! Wow! Eddie Edwards nicked it. What a lovely little animation that is. He got powerbombed but then just reverse the pin. That was amazing. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that match. That was top level. That was an 84% from the game apparently, but I really enjoyed that. And that does go the way of the American Wolves. There we go. Davey and Eddie on 10 points now. Nick and Matt Jackson on 5. Brian Cage, Michael Elgin on 5. Project Ego on 5. Mustache Mountain on 5, but they both have 1 match in hand. As do Beer Money and Bad Influence as well, who are on 0 points. And Mark and Jay Briscoe, 0 wins from 2. They're in a terrible position, aren't they? Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Of course, if you have, then please do hit like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Chevy Game Effect. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow for some more Fire Pro Wrestling World. Bye.